Alright, voter loves. Hello, welcome, electorate. Yeah, I listened back to everything that I did kind of record this in a chunk, and then I listened back to it all, and I just, much like I found out with other games, I just kind of rattled through it and didn't describe anything, and kind of the essence of it was to kind of unveil and uncover my own political leanings and try and describe why I was doing things, and in the end I was just click, 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 and rattled through it. So hopefully I did sort of start a new game, but everything is the same, if that makes sense. This is still turn after, what would we be, 6 months in now? I think each click is, I got that wrong as well. I think I said each click was 4 months, and it's obviously 3. Because there's 12 months in a year, you knob. Quite how I got in power, with that kind of fancy book learning. But then again, look at George Bush Jr. Anyway, so yes, click through. We still have Whore Island. That still went through fine. So now we can kind of see the results of that. Nothing really seems to have changed. There's no big ups and downs, although there'll be more legal ups and downs, if you know what I mean. But obviously, yes, end of the quarter. You get, see, I should have really known. Quarter, it's not 4, is it, Dave? Not, and it's anyway. So yeah, we've still got a surplus, which is good. Human rights apparently still don't like us, which is what? Okay. So the Human Rights Society seems to think that we're a shit government after 3 months. Oh, hang on, where's that gone? Where was the button that brings that back? Is it that? No, that's the knobheads that work for me. Where did it go? That reports. Yes, there you go. So yeah, apparently they oppose me. Don't know how. That's a bit rude. But yes, we got 35% of the vote though. So obviously the making prostitution legal works well. My cabinet appear to be trustworthy, and their effectiveness is considered to be passable, which is better than most politicians. I think that's a good start. So yes, we've got these little pop up from time to time. These question marks. We're some little one-off kind of things you have to deal with. Obviously, this one, debt protection law. Debt collection agency has been in the news because their aggressive methods they use to extract payment from people who owed large sums of money. So bailiffs and such, but those sort of, I'm just guessing these mean the kind of slightly shady private ones as opposed to, I don't know, are they really nice, polite bailiffs? I don't know, I'm sure they do because they must exist. But what I like in this game is that when they give you the choices like this, they write both of them in a positive light. It's not kind of one's yes, one's no. It's leading you to choose. Like it says, you can allow the agencies to continue. We obviously nobody does force people to borrow money they can't repay. You can be a little bit cold, I guess, in that sense. But I think people. So that's the thing with these exorbitant rates. It was like the other day on the TV. It was like 1,400% interest or something retarded. You just think that's just why? Why is that allowed? But anyway, I don't think that kind of covers this. This basically means somehow restricting the bully boy tactics and all that kind of deal. So yes, I will go with that. How that affects all these things, I have no idea, but we shall see. We shall see. So yeah, we've got no. Obviously, there's our prostitution there, having a good impact on this organised crime problem. And yeah, look, there you go, boom. So it's working its way towards the stop trigger, which is good to know. We still have a surplus, which is splendid. Obviously, we're making more than we're spending. We can try and make a dent into this. Fucking hell, that's quite a lot, isn't it? Into this mountain of debt. See, obviously these little graphs, conservatives and the religious clearly don't like the Isle of Wight being taken over in such a fashion. It's probably like Tortuga now, isn't it? It's all a little bit wild banging in the streets. So let's have a look, see if there's anything that we can't pick. Actually, is it going to be under here? Welfare? No, it's not going to necessarily be under here. I think that's the thing. A good way of making, well, in one way yourself unpopular, but in another, earning a bit of bunts. You just think, while the country has apparently got an alcohol problem, and you'd think taxing booze would be a good step, I can appreciate that there are a lot of responsible drinkers out there. But in a way, I'm sure there are responsible smokers that don't smoke around other people and all that kind of thing. But at the same time, it's not doing yourself any good, is it? Really? Inhaling burning things, is that I don't know. I've never really. I will say I've never understood the leanings towards that kind of thing. It doesn't do anything for me. I've tried it a few times, albeit with some herbal enhancements, and that did nothing for me either. Once again, while I've got nothing against it, that's what you like. It's what you like. Whatever gets you through. But sadly, if tobacco gets you through, tough shit. 75%. Tough shit. 75% fag tax. So look at that. Excellent. That's going to pull in 17 billion a quarter. Excellent. If you want to smoke, good. It's a rich man's game. Good. You've got more money. You can spend that money on other things, and the health changes. Will. Oh no! Have I not got enough? Oh, is that going to fuck me over now? Is that removed? Oh, can I only raise it? Oh no, it's not. To raise it, I need 27. Okay. Oh, that's bullshit. Oh, I'm one short. Oh, how annoying is that? Bollocks. Okay, well, we'll do that. Oh, that means we've got to have a light spend this turn in that case, so we can carry it over. So we've got an extra point. So, is there what effect is this alcohol abuse thing we need to do something about? Alcohol community policing. Can we do something here? Okay, so that's only good. Yeah, if I can increase that, that works well. Popular with voters. Doesn't take all that long to implement, which is good. Crime, violent crime, racial tension, and alcohol abuse, like all hammered. So surely that's a good thing. Excellent. We'll pump more money into that. Excellent. That is good. A forward step, because that's important. Like you need, as much as you need a strong police force, surely you need boots on the ground to try to find somewhere to put my cursor that doesn't just unleash a torrent of bloody graphs. You need somebody in each community, surely, to have a look at the local issues. So what else can we do? This might make us some money too. Plastic bag tax. Reuse your bags, for fuck's sake. I mean, I know I leave mine in the car all the time, but generally I just carry the shit in my hands anyway, because I never do a big shop. I never seem to need to. You can carry a pizza in one hand, can't you? So, what more do you need? Oh, ice cream in the other. Fair enough. And the keys in your car keys in your teeth. So yeah, we'll go with a bag tax. Excellent. See, that's going to earn us not a hell of a lot, but a little bit more. Bunts. Excellent. Should we call that for a turn? I don't know. I kind of feel like we've not done enough. We've kind of got a short span to put our imprint on history. Tourism. Tourism is important. Obviously, we need people to come over here. Why is that not popular with? I suppose it's not a prime. What would be the word? Prime consideration for voters, but it kind of, you know, if it increases tourism and improves foreign relations, you kind of need that, and it's a little policy that's kind of a quick win. There we go, and we've got 20 to take over. That should be more than enough for our next chunk of caning smokers. Excellent. So say crime's dropped, only a minuscule amount, but it has. That's good. That's a good result from the community policing. Splendid. Still in surplus, which is good. And we have another policy. Oh, look at that. Hang on. Up in the polls. 42%. Can't be, but they're going to fucking hate me when I do the fags, but never mind. Okay. Freedom of information. and calls for a law to increase the availability of information held on databases about citizens without their knowledge. That's bad, surely. Proposed Freedom Act. What's the difference between the... Average law-abiding citizen should not be spied on and monitored by potential abuse. Yeah, that makes more sense, surely. Yeah, fuck it, we'll go with that. Because it's like, I am all for the... Generally all for the, well, if you've got nothing to worry about, like, you shouldn't be against all this shit, but... I don't know, for that one seems to fit. Oh, shit in hell. Right, 46. That means, boom, sorry smokers, you're a cash cow whose teats we're going to tweak. Until you squeal. No, that's pigs, isn't it? What do cows do? Well, they moo, obviously. I don't know. Something like that. Splendid. Still have a surplus, which is good. Make it slowly chipping away at the debt. Do we want to carry 19 fists over? Or do we want to... I'll have a quick browse. See what policies we can do. Oh, that's a good one as well. Junk food tax. Yeah, and it's relatively cheap as well. That's what it makes sense to... I think they've tried this already. I don't know if it's actually a real thing. Like, they've caned it as much as as much as I'm going to. But it just sort of makes sense to me. I just think if it's something that's not essential, food-wise, like it's a treat, well, surely if it's more expensive, then it's going to be a bit more, you know, it's going to be a more occasional thing. You're going to enjoy it less regularly. Benefits for health, surely? I don't know. I would think that would kind of make sense. Health goes up. The Ute are annoyed. Quite why poor earnings people are annoyed as well, I don't know. But it might be because all that stuff is cheap. So you've got your Iceland... frozen lasagna the size of a double bed that's about 49p or whatever it is, as flogged by Mr. Andre currently, then they're going to be annoyed because suddenly it's very expensive. But we'll counter this with some healthy food measures in our next turn. We can do this. We can. Yes, I know Obama's already used that, hasn't he? Or something very similar. Splendid. Let's click on. What do we have this time? Excellent. Oh, see? See, that's... Poverty... Is that... No. Poverty's gone up, so that's bad. Okay. Poverty's gone up because I'm taxing burgers. You strange people. And somehow GDP is less productive. Probably because now people are... You know, the prostitution has kicked in and people are now, although it was supposed to have the opposite effect, everyone's tired and shagged out and too knackered to work, like this fella. There he is, sleeping off a heavy bang. Oh, apparently attack on an oil pipeline in a neighbouring country. What, to us? Who's got an oil pipeline next to us? Okay. I suppose our country may be under threat. Excellent. Well, in that case, I think we do need to move away. I was having a conversation just this very morning about how we seem to be ridiculously reliant on oil, and we kind of shouldn't be quite so much, please. Because, well, like, surely we can find an alternative by now. We're smart enough to kind of start working on something very similar that doesn't pollute the fuck out of the planet. Seeing as we only have one. And it's the only one with beer, so we should be making moves to do such things. To where is it? Yeah, here we go. See, we can balance this out. The tax thing. Boom. So there we go. Health improves again. Poor earnings are happy. I think. I'm pretty certain that means that they're happy, which is good. That kind of nicely will balance out. And there you go, see, yeah, it's an incentive to eat well rather than a punishment for eating badly, although we are doing that as well. and thus less punitive on the pot than a fat tax. But yeah, so we've done both, so hopefully that will balance it out. Excellent. Do that thing. So, what more can we give these people? Ah, this could be a good one. It's an initiative, obviously, and now that is this in the same in turn will help. Anything that helps with, yeah, there you go. See, oil demand will drop, which is splendid. Environmentalists, motorists are helpful. Car usage will go up slightly, but never mind. And environmentalists are happy. It makes sense, I think, because just being reliant on a fuel that's finite doesn't really seem to make a lot of sense to me. Especially when it's, say, polluting the fuck out of everything and making the air crap. And we all kind of need oxygen, don't we? It is kind of important. So I don't know if that's having any kind of... is that marginally dropping? Ever so slightly. I have a feeling it might take a while to get that curve downwards. Say alcohol abuse is dropping. That's splendid. That can't be a bad thing. Ooh, crime, splendid. See, imagine, see, look at that. Just the prostitution thing. What a hit that's taken. That's not a bad thing at all. So let's see what else we can do to improve. Especially this is a big deal. So we need to, which is police. Is this police? Looks like a. I don't know why that looks very French. Looks like a French policeman. I don't know why. Don't know why that would be. Yes, needs to employ police force to ensure order is kept and laws are obeyed, obviously. Some favour a large force with police on every street corner. Others prefer a more low-key and tolerant approach. What's the thing? You can have lots of coppers and have them tolerant, can't you? I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me. Surely you just have lots of tolerant policemen is better than some tolerant policemen. So we want maximum police. Look at that. We're making the Conservatives happy, but fuck it. If it dinks crime, violent crime, and all that ting, alcohol abuse, it obviously puts a dink in that. Unemployment, I believe, will take it. Well, does that mean that we're employing more policemen? I would imagine so. That's good. That can only be a good thing. And there we are. We should increase that. Let's see who's happy with us currently. Why is Patriots not happy with us? What have we done that's particularly un-British and patriotic? Apart from actually doing something rather than fucking moaning about it. Well, at least the retired still love us. That's excellent. What was I just thinking? It was I don't think we've probably got enough points. Maybe it's not on here. There we go. National Armed Forces Week. That was the thing I was looking at. You would almost sort of say that's something... Well, I don't know. We've kind of got a few more these days over here. Certainly, we've got a couple of days. Obviously, with the poppy appeal and all that kind of deal. Around the sort of First and Second World War, we have things. And I know the States has kind of a... Is it Veterans Day? I believe they have something like that. But does anywhere have a week that isn't... Well, no, I was about to say, or somewhere that's like Korea or something, like North Korea or... But then every week's an Armed Forces Week, isn't it? Let's be honest, because they're in fucking charge. So yeah, it doesn't cost much. Costs a little bit of money. Boom, and that's going to make people feel altogether more patriotic. I think good on them, good lads. They're doing something that, well, if I had to, if it was compulsory, you find a way, didn't you? But I don't know that through choice I would put myself through all that and get shot at in the name of. For my country, so good on you lads. You deserve that week. Enjoy it. I don't know. Maybe we'll have things where, like, walk into a pub or something and get a free drink if you're in your uniform. I don't know, something like that. Splendid. So let's tick on. Ping. Okay. Unemployed. How is unemployment going up? I don't... okay. Fine, at least health's improving. I'm pretty sure that was yellow when we started. And obviously we're winning people back, which is good. 37% of the vote. Lovely. 10 billion still in surplus, which is good. Human Rights Society still hate us for some fucking unknown reason, but maybe this child labour law, maybe this can help assuage their fears. Many younger citizens leaving school in order to take up low-paying jobs. Some are even skipping school to work full-time when they should be learning. Shits. Criminal offence to employ someone under 16 for more than 5 hours a week. See that? Once you're 16, that makes perfect sense. I love how they're trying to make this sound as positive as possible. Children who are skipping school are unlikely to be those who would pay attention in class anyway. Criminalising small businessmen who may not know the age of the people they employ on a casual basis. Well, then fucking learn how to do your job and find out how old your employees are. We must back this law for the sake of the children. Shit, yes. I can quite easily vote for that. No problem. Okay, so we have 44 points with which to do something. Just now, what's that? Oh, that's the Armed Forces Week, okay. So good. Environmentalist, state employees. Oh, God, we're appeasing the Conservatives. We kind of want to take the peas, if we're at all. If there's anything amongst us, that's kind of what we need to do. So, let's have a quick check on our... Still ever so slightly dropping. That's something. That seems to be taking a little bit more of a nosedive from last turn, which is good. The community policing and the police force is taking a bit of time to kick in, but kick in it shall. Asthma, nah, it's kind of going there. So we need to find a way. So it's crime and the environment really are the big deals. But is there anything that we can tax? See, internet tax? No. Luxury good tax? You can buy what you like, really, let's be honest. Mansion tax. Now that's fairly topical lately. We've got... We'll bring in a certain amount, but it's super expensive homes. Homes cannot be easily hidden. Perceived as unfair by some elderly people who may have expensive homes but relatively low income. I don't know. What's the deal on this? Pisses the wealthy off. It increases. See, if the obviously look at that. The more you do it, the retired suddenly get a red boner and a irked. So where can we get a good balance where we're actually earning some? There we go. We'll make it just sitting on the high side, so that gets us another 10 billion a quarter. Pisses off the wealthy, but fucking hell, like, come on, how big a house do you need? How many bedrooms do you need, you rich bastards? Anything small? Any little doodads we can add? Hang on. Free bus passes. See, the retire, we can win them back. We can tax their houses, but give them, throw them a frickin' bone and give them a free bus pass. Yeah, screw it. Why not? Have a bus pass. Splendid. I think there's not really a hell of a lot more we can do. Environmentalist, state employees, conservatives happy. Five fists making a dent. I believe. Yeah, there we go. We're a year in. Excellent. And we've made some sort of dents. I don't know. I couldn't tell you what. We've pissed off smokers. We've pleased prostitutes. And yeah, I think that's a sizable dent. So we shall make a move into our second year.